Okay, hello, collective. Let me make sure I have my speaker on. Okay. Hello, collective. I was making sure I did a sound check. Yeah, sound check. Extra, extra. Anyways, I picked up this energy. I know it sounds kind of like what everybody else says, but the difference when this is a person that's an empath. And I'm not saying that they're dark. Their relatives are dark. And when I say dark, I mean their relatives are our ancestors that are passed on are dark. And when they ascended from betrayal, like every empath does, they helped out their family. But what it makes it significant is this person helped out their ancestors because their ancestors was the only ones with them. And in particular, I gotta glare my glasses. There we go. Okay, well, in particular, it was somebody's direct relative that they were real close to. And this person did not die in peace. But when they went through their ascension and they were mourning their family member, that's when peace came to this person. So I tell you, I'm telling you now, this person is like a pit bull with you, collective. This person, if somebody says one wrong thing to you, and I don't know, because we all know that I could tell you that spirits go through electricity. I could tell you that. Someone says one wrong thing, or you get a troll or whatever, they're going through that electricity and getting to that phone and saying, What'd you say about my baby? What'd you say about my baby? This is what's going on. And I feel they're in this energy, the people that wrong them are picking up on this energy of a dark spirit around them, and they think it's you. But it's not. And it's not just one relative's doing it. It's like that one relative rallied up every other relative that has ever passed away in your bloodline, and they're all validating and celebrating you. And I tell you, when I say tales from the crypt, I mean tales from the crypt. They are dangerous they can be dangerous to other people, but they're loyal to you. Loyal to you. So, yeah, that's what makes this is a little different, is they feel like they're being haunted. Yeah. And I got your peace is more valuable than their presence. That's how you feel. That's how you feel about this person, honestly. This is how you feel about them. Your peace is more valuable than their presence in your life. And I think I'm going to put this on anyways. I want to make sure I have a lot of light. When you're taping, you need light, guys. But this person left you in your darkest hour and ghosted you. So the only people you had to connect with was your dead ancestors. And it made you so strong. It made you so strong, I'm telling you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Shame, shame, shame. And they chose another lover over you. They chose another lover over you. I take notes when I go and get this energies because I needed to go to bed. I needed to take my ass to bed because I worked over 40 hours in 3 days, guys. And I didn't want to forget all this because I was tired. Tested your limits to the point of no return. This person tested your limits to the point of no return. They were relentless with it. They wouldn't let up. And your ancestors, you helped them out. You helped them come out of a dark place. You helped them ascend. You showed them the love and showed them the way to the light. So they're going to vindicate you. And then it says, walked out and ghosted you. This is what they did. They act like they didn't know you existed after they walked out the door. They didn't care if you lived or you died. That is what I got. And then your love was abandoned. That is the situation. On a side note, the other situation is your ancestors are making damn sure that this person never forgets what they did to their baby. That's all I hear in my head. That is. Let's see what this person is going through their head. I got stuff from the bucket, and I did make cards too. More cards, guys. And I did make a video. I'm gonna do Chong the dog photography. I love photography. I do. It's like one of my favorite things to do, guys. That and art. Okay, we got the star card. Hope, inspiration, creativity. You're a star. You're in star energy. Yeah, you're just in that star energy. Alright. You could be social media, or you just could be doing a lot of creative projects at home. What you seek is seeking you. When you rest, it will find you. Alright, you just keep moving, and what's meant to come and find you is going to find you. That's it. You don't have to look for it. It's just going to show up at the right time. Divine timing, right time, however you want to word it. It's all the same, guys. It really is. And then we got healthy habits. You got healthy habits now. You're doing healthy habits. And that probably irritates their demons too, guys. And you're ignoring their calls. I just got this from a bucket of like 1,000 tarot cards. That's it. I'm going to clarify all of those cards with my homemade cards. But this is just going through the situation at hand with these cards. We're just clarifying it because this is a collective energy, but that I've gotten that has probably happened to a lot of people. We're in Mercury retrograde, and there's a Bonnie and Clyde situation. Somebody left you for someone else, and they were dedicated for your downfall. Well, they get what they get. Now they got trust issues with the Bonnie. Now they were Bonnie and Clyde. Now they got trust issues. Your third party. You gotta love these third parties. These third parties they be doing the worst. They really do. I mean, for me, if somebody says they just broke up with someone, I'm like, you don't need to be with no one for a long time, and I let it go. I would never date anybody who just broke up with somebody. I would not. They're not healed. Alright, now they're stalking you. Someone's stalking you. I mean, take it as it resonates. It could be, this is for many people. This is general energy, guys. Innocence protected with divine truth. They're stalking you, but your innocence in the situation was protected by truth. And truth is God. God is everything, but God is embodied in truth also. Then we got 4 cups. This talks about dissolution, stagnation, and remorse. Now they have remorse. After they've done the most. And now they got breakup talk with the person they ghosted you for. I mean, this is how this energy turns around, guys. And there's a pregnancy test. Unsure results. Somebody's not sure if they're pregnant. Alright, then we got a guarded heart. Somebody's heart's so guarded, they don't love this person that thinks they're pregnant. They just want to be done with it, from what I've heard. Then we got curated image. All their posts are not real. They don't have anything real. Like, I just threw my hair up and I came on and I'm talking to you guys. I don't care. If you don't like the bun look, it's okay with me. After in a little bit when I go and, get my shower and stuff. I'll probably have another look. Maybe you like that one. But I'm okay with not looking perfect. But this person wants to look perfect. And then we got let go already. Even your cards went, you single. Alright, somebody won't let it go. They won't let something go. What won't they let go, Spirit? A sacred mirror. I keep picking up an empathic energy. They cannot let the empath go. I want to say this is a classic empath and narcissist relationship, and the empath walked away. And the thing is, they thought they were getting with another empath and they would be able to bask in their light. Because that's what happens with, I'm an empath. This is what happens when you're empathic. They take your light and project it into them. And you put these mirrors up, but they don't have to see themselves, they just see you. So whoever they're with is not an empath. And they don't know how to react because they probably was with that empath for a long time, and now that empath is healed. And when we heal, we're good. We're not coming back. We're not coming back once we're completely healed, guys. Oh my God, this guy is sex only. Okay, your partners only want sex. Accept that it's okay or reach for more. Okay, this person, your ex now, is sex only. I mean, you don't want that relationship no more. Anybody has a trusted friend. Maybe their relationship downgraded. I don't know. Then it says, when you start, the path appears. When you start, the path appears, so take a step in any direction. Alright, so there's a path that's appearing in front of somebody. And they could just step in any direction. Maybe it's the person that's in that sex-only relationship, and they're like, I don't know if I want to be a part of this crazy sex games. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. Soul contracts. Faded connection, karmic relationships. Alright, there's somebody that had a soul contract with somebody. I feel that they learned a karmic lesson, though. That's what this relationship was. It was about a lesson, guys. It was a lesson learned in time. Success. Attraction to meaningful decisions, open communication, and intellectually stimulating work environment. Think logically, avoid making financial decision based on emotions. They successfully fulfilled a karmic soul contract for a karmic lesson. So this empath is free. They're free. They're healed themselves. They learned it. The universe is saying, go. You learned it. And now they have inner peace. Now we got some clarification. I mean, I didn't know there was a soul contract in this. Maybe some of you guys had a soul contract with someone that was supposed to try to teach you how things were supposed to be. It looks like it. They got fake profiles, though. They have fake profiles. They're looking through your profiles, I hear. Then we got 2 of Wands, action plan. And they got long-term goals with looking you up. Maybe they're trying to get you back. I feel they are, honestly. Then we got this 8 of Pentacles in reverse. They got a boring job, a bad reputation, lack of commitment, and failure. I don't know. Don't respond to them if they're trying to look up your social media. That's crazy. It really is crazy. Let's see what else they're doing. We'll just go through these cards, and each card has a story of what they're doing to wreak havoc in your life, because in that little And well, it's not little. I got a big bucket with, I want to say, I bought like over $200 worth of cards. Some are on sale and some I don't plan to use no more. But I put them all in this bucket and I grabbed some just to get a beginning energy. And I want to say at least 2,000 cards, if not more, in there. Alright, we got public humiliation. Alright, this person, your AX, is going through public humiliation right now. Life faded with pain. They were living in your light. Yeah, that shit happened. Now but they're trying to get some heartfelt guidance. I mean, I hope they do find their heartfelt guidance, because I feel you're not coming back. I feel I have all these things. You protect your peace now. And I get it. You are dealing with a narcissistic energy and holding up a mirror to him. You're an empath. When people don't realize, when you're in an empathic relationship and you are the empath and someone's using you to just absorb all their pain, sometimes you absorb pain that's not yours on a daily, and it gets to be like a abuse or ritual. And they don't face their own pain because they're always giving it to you. And it's like, why don't you just deal with this, dude? Alright, you got professional situationship advice. Alright, somebody's saying how somebody wants to call someone to talk about how it is to be in a situationship. And they want to include you in the sex party. Sex only was on the table. You know what? That sex ain't worth all that collective. Just tell them to keep their party to themselves. Alright, the devil has appeared. I have so many devil cards in that bucket. I always don't grab it every day, guys. But it says obsession, addiction, toxicity, excess, and codependency. Oh, yes. They're trying to get you, they're trying to lure you in with a situational ship where they can just come in, sex you up, and leave, and still stay with the third party. And they're being extra, they're being dramatic, trying too hard. That's what they want. They're trying to talk that other one into making a situational shift for some of you. Then we got chain. Codependency came again. Damn. Unhealthy attachment way down. They're chained to the devil, y'all. You left the narcissist chained to the devil. They're running with the devil. I'm just vibing with Van Halen right now. Alright, we got foresight in reverse. Experiencing frustrations in your love life. Needing to learn compromising in relationships. Encountering barriers in your career. Facing delays in reaching your financial goals. They're getting foresight in reverse. They broke. There's some broke narcissist over there, guys. Says, stop mistaking chaos for chemistry. That's not a twin flame. That's a fire hazard. They thought this other person was their twin flame. I said, no, I'm your twin flame. What are you talking about? We're supposed to be together. They burned through all their money. Side note. And they broke. And they don't want, this other party doesn't want you near their house. And honestly, I don't think you want them near their house. So, the feeling's mutual. You got emotional clarity. Yes, you did, collective. Emotional clarity is on your horizon. You'll hear. And you listened within. You listen to your inner voice. You almost have to with this kind of energy. This energy is ridiculous. And then you have protection through intuition. So some of you are very intuitive. Maybe you're I feel your high priestess energy type thing now. Which happens when empath breaks open. They just break open and they go, I did all this for other people and I can use my own energy. Look at this. and you're at a higher vibration. All these just keep coming out together. I'm not even trying, I'm just grabbing them. Divine alignment. Damn, you're in divine alignment. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. Collective, you're in divine alignment. Don't, and this person's probably going to try to be at your door. He might try to talk to your friends. Black magic tried to put them asleep. And when I I meant put them asleep, I meant sleep to the truth. Whoever they're with tried to put enough evil eye and enough negative energy where they would never question what you were doing and they would never come back to you. And they gave you so much time to heal, guys. Now they got missed chances because of this. They created a delay. You know, they just gave so much evil eye and dark stuff. Maybe they did do kitchen witch hooky dookie. I don't know. But it helped you. Now they got missed chances, and look how healed you are. All those beautiful cards. I mean, let them do the hokey pokey hooky dookie over there. I don't care. I mean, it helped you. Now they end the Six of Pentacles in reverse. In review. Maybe they're in review of their finances. I don't know. Abuse of generosity, denial or grant or loan. Denial of a grant or loan. And then we got abuse of power, unfairness, false charity, extortion, underpaid, and bad debts. Missed chances, and this is what they got with this person doing the hooky pooky. I'm just playing fun. I mean, I don't know. They in there doing their Timu magic and going, oh, I want to be Wiccan. Alright, you got a travel partner. If you found love or just friendship, you found somebody that you can maybe go out to eat with, have fun, and talk to. It doesn't have to be sex-based. Not everything's not about sex, guys. You just found someone you could have fun with. I mean, when I broke up with my narcissist, and I've never been happier, I hang out with my son all the time, and I babysit. You guys all know I babysit today. You don't hear him doing God knows what all over this room because he is with his mama and his dada over their grandpa's house. So, but I hang out with him, and I have found a couple friends through him, and we go to the store. If I want to go out to eat, I went to the Amish country. I wanted to do taping down there, but everybody's like, no. And we just had fun on my birthday. And I've had more fun being single than I had when I was with somebody. Because if you're not with somebody, there's no one that you need to call. Let's say you go out and we'll do this card in a second. Let's say you go out and it's getting kind of late. You know how people get really weird? Oh, it's my girlfriend. She's possessive. It's my boyfriend. He's on my ass. When you're single, it doesn't matter. It's like, I got my own money. I'm with my friend group. I'm good. And if you want to spend a little extra money, you don't got to worry about if somebody ate or didn't eat. Because it doesn't matter. So, if you're in that stage, I guess, hang on. Okay. I need a coffee, guys. If you're in that stage where you're kind of like, oh my God, I miss him, I wonder if he ate, and yada yada, and you're the beginnings of this, know that they're not going to starve. That third party is probably over there kissing their ass, trying to say, oh, I don't know, steak was on sale, I know that your ex cooked for you, or like say you weren't a good cook. I'm the best cook, you're gonna love me forever. Like that one cartoon. Oh my God, I don't know if you guys remember her. She was like, they make her out like this big character in like all the animals were going. She goes, I'm going to hug you and love you. And all the animals were trying to run from her. And no one wanted to be her pet. That's what it reminds me of. I can't remember her name. Put in the comments if you find out. It says, if you ask me, I will say no. No. Some of you, this is you. Travel partner. If this person asks you anything, you're going to say no. I don't blame you. If I had that much freedom, I have so much freedom. I don't want anybody. I do not want anybody. I'm gonna say I got male friends that are just my friends that I call my brothers, and I would literally, and I'm going to be for real. I have had them, and even through my breakup, it would upset me more to lose them than to lose the lover. Because lovers you could find every day. Good brother, sister relationships are that close. You cannot find it just anywhere, guys. Alright, these people were withholding affection with you. This is why if you ask me, I'll say no. They probably was testing you, wanting you to play in narcissistic games. They want you to fight over them. Fight over what? Somebody that's having sex parties? Go ahead. Have fun. Alright. You're anchored. You got stability, security, and grounding. This is where you're at. You are anchored. Tell them to anchor themselves to Hukamanda and hope they got a sex towel. That's what you tell them. It doesn't even matter. And then we got poker face. Beware of hidden intentions and underlying things. Yeah, someone's going to try to come in with a poker face, guys. That's another message coming in. These cards, when I pick it up, it's just side messages from the divine. And then I'm going to clarify those cards with my new homemade deck. You know, I get more excited about the cards that I literally pay $1.50 to possibly $2 sometimes. And then I get my markers out and I make them in. I get more excited over those cards than my expensive cards. Let that make sense in the universe. Alright, we got Capricus. Children are involved or someone is being immature. Alright, they're going to come in with a poker face, but they're being immature. Okay? And maybe they're going to come in with children. Say that lady's pregnant or they're pregnant with another man's baby and they want you to pay for it because they broke. They all broke. Say hell no. That's what y'all say. Now you're reassembling ruins. From shattered pieces, gather strength to rebuild what was once broken. As you rebuild, you get rid of what doesn't serve you. I've been throwing away a lot of shit at my house. Side note. I think some of you guys need to let go of some of those things that you promised and vowed you'd never get rid of. I did that at first. I was holding on to these things. And my brother told me that these things hold you back. They hold back your healing. So I did. And now I've been throwing away so many things. My son be begging me for maybe a thing or two. I'm throwing away this stupid cabinet. Because it's true. Anything that was sentimental, that is really worth nothing, it could be useful, but if it's something that you can find somewhere else very cheap, throw it away. Let someone else, let that be someone else's nice cabinet or nice shelf, okay? And you'll feel way better. Moving, it's nice because there's not a lot to move because I'm getting rid of like a lot of shit because I want to move in and have a new look to my house and not think about the narcissist. That's a message to somebody that's holding on to stuff. And I say this with love. Alright, we got the Seven of Wands in reverse. They're admitting defeat, giving in, and up, yielding, and quitting. And they got they're exhausted fighting you. Because I feel like you just don't give a damn anymore. You've stopped giving a damn, and that bothers them. It bothers them that you have stopped giving a damn. And then, the human charger. They're trying to charge up their energy. They want to feel good again. Last time they felt good was with you. That's it. They can't sit with themselves. I feel like they may be this energy vampire thing. And they were dead weight. Ain't a cute accessory. This is what they were to you. Dead weight. I'm going to put it right by here. They want your energy, and they were a dead weight. They were taking your energy. They were taking your resources. They were taking your money. And they're exhausted watching your reruns. This karmic couple is staring at all of your stuff because they cannot believe that you don't give a damn and you're going to say what you want to say and you're going to live your life with peace and they can be about their merry way. Your ex had control issues. It's not a surprise. I mean, they're coming off as a narcissist, and you were mismatched. You're puzzle pieces from two different boxes. You're an empath, and this is a narcissist. That's it. They say every narcissist has some kind of dark attachments to them. I've heard that from more than one person. And then we got communication. You're afraid to speak your mind, and another. And neither are they, honestly, and respect coexist here. You can't say everything that's on your mind because you know you're going to be judged. That's what I'm getting from this. They may have even shamed you and said, why do you think that? Oh my God. And acted like all immature. It says, have faith and divine timing is at play. Divine timing's at play, guys, and that's 9. 999 could be a synchronicity for somebody, like a number. Numbers are always synchronicities. Queen of Pentacles, you're coming across as a Queen of Pentacles. Generous and caring, nurturing and sensible. Comforting and practical, good business sense. That is what you're coming across as. Alright, we're going to just do this because I'm coming on the end of all the messages here. Storms of love. Conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. Alright? All these storms, you got growth and change. You know, you lose them, it left room for a lot of other. And you were afraid to leave. You're staying because of the unknown feels scary than the unhappiness you normalized. You were with the narcissist. That's what a narcissist does. He makes you scared. Then we got threatening behavior. I mean, I don't know if I've never had all these negative cards come in one thing, y'all. There's a lot of people with this narcissistic behavior. My son says there can't be that many narcissists in the world. No. Zach will tell you that. He says clinically, he tells me 5% of the population is narcissist. True narcissist. And he says you can have narcissistic behavior, but 5% is true narcissist. So I guess we'll go with that. Alright, they were giving you threatening behavior. That's how they were acting towards you. That's why you were... if you're in the middle of this, the early stages, that's what this is. And they're playing mind games, too. These are the mind games narcissistic behavior plays. And they think it's funny. But you're getting redemption in this season. Redemption for the Queen of Pentacles, guys. God is redeeming you. Do not worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing. Learning to bring down darkness with ancestors. I kept talking about ancestors. I did a whole intro about this person that I'm giving a reading about. And they have these ancestors that are kicking someone's ass where they think they're haunted. And all this other shit. It says, right now, the most loving thing you could do is let me go. Letting go. This is what you're telling that person. Let you go. That is what you're doing. Just let me go and go away. And this person is pretending to like the people around them. Because they're not you. And they were kicked to the curb. That is the community reading. Now we're going to get down to this energy that I've been kind of like interested in finding out. But this is, I guess, I don't want to say that these are narcissists I was reporting on, because like I said, Zachary, my son Zachary says 5% of the population is actually narcissistic. So these are just really shitty people you need to stay away from. We're gonna put it at that. They're real shitty people. All right, now I've been picking up. I did that. I'm going to do these cards again, because that was just like the messages. I like to do whatever messages the divine wants to tell you. But this is about a story that somebody, that love was abandoned in their relationship, okay? And we're going to clarify that. But each one we're going to clarify, so it's probably going to be like an hour and a half. And somebody walked out and ghosted this person, okay? And maybe this is... hopefully it's you that sees it. I don't know. And then it says, tested your limits to the point of no return. They tested someone's limits. It could be a lot of people, like I said, in this energy. And then they chose another lover over them, too. This person I'm picking up. And then on top of doing all of that, which is a lot for one person to deal with, they left them in their darkest hour and ghosted them. I mean, your peace is more valuable than their presence. That's how this person feels now. So we're going to clarify this card for last. And we're going to clarify these one after another. I went and actually got index cards. I've noticed that a lot of mainstreamers have index cards, and I got thinner ones. I went to the $1 store when I was getting all my little cards here. We're going to go with Love Was Abandoned, okay, guys? I'm going to put it right here. Love Was Abandoned. Alright. I made these, oh my god. My son, he likes to go to the casino and gamble, y'all. He's a gambler. He's like Kenny Rogers. Oh my god. I'm going to have a bigger office space once we move. Zach is fixing my thing. Alright, I got main energies here with these. And I have like tower energies and different stuff when I'm meditating. I think more analytically, guys. I do. And I'm gonna do my domino energy reads for closing out. I'm gonna use that for closing out energies from now on. I got so many different ways of getting my energy out. Some I'm just using for closing out stuff. Alright, tell us, Spirit and my ancestors, about how was love abandoned? Tell us the energy on that. Alright, we got harmony and unhappy days, balance, one-sided. Everything was... one person had unhappy days, the other person had harmony. Everything was one-sided, and that's how the balance was. That is why love was abandoned. I want to say it was, yeah, cut the deck, pregnancy, the money being manifested. Shit. See, I just took playing cards, y'all. $1.50 at the dollar store. I love these little cards. Tell us more about the Divine Feminine, okay. Divine Feminine. Everything was one-sided onto a Divine Feminine. Even the Joker card, energy's energy. Divine Feminine energy could be male or female, so I don't care if it's on a Joker card. Because it can. You could be a male in Divine Feminine energy, guys. And then we have Weak King follows others. Alright. There is our central energy, guys. These are good central energy cards. I got them just so I can have clarification of who we're dealing with. Who we're dealing with. Okay. There was unhappy. Alright. Love was abandoned. The reason why love was abandoned because the harmony was one-sided. One person was happy and the other person was unhappy. There's a divine feminine energy. Someone that was vibing high, take it as a resonance with male or female. And a weak king. Somebody just that's in that stern energy. But they don't stand strong. They follow others. That's how this happened. Now we're going to go to the other ones. I got all kinds of them, y'all. Little kid cards. I got inspired with these because of my grandson. The one that's always making a ton of noise. I swear he's going to be a live streamer one day. He might be. I mean, maybe he needs to. He likes to babble all the damn time. He does. He's a babbler. Alright. Let's see how. Alright. Tell us more. Tell us more, please. Oh, these are so cute. I love these guys. Dollar store. Climbing through traps, exposing enemies. That is, I pulled that up with this hermit, this one-sided. Somebody was climbing through traps and exposing enemies in this energy. Yeah. Good for you, collective. Good for you. You had to. Shit. Alright, and this divine feminine energy. Tell us about that. Tell us what happened with the divine feminine energy. What's going on with her? With this person that's a male or female that's vibing high. High in the sky. Tower burns through lies. They called a tower. High five. High five. Yeah. Divine feminine energy called on God for a tower. The universe is here to collect. Alright. That says it all there. Alright, tell us about the weak king. I mean, you could be a king, yeah. I mean, you don't have to be a good king. You're just not a good king. But you could be in king energy and just be real shady. I mean, look at our politicians, y'all. They say politicians and lawyers are the worst. They're all shady. Just saying, y'all. Just saying. Alright, we got growing seeds. This person was growing seeds, and this means they had another commitment. They were growing seeds somewhere else. They didn't give a damn about this divine feminine energy. So, things were exposed, the tower came, and that's it. Game over. Now let's go to the other deck. See, these are so clear, to the point. And you know what? I have a million cards to say a million things, and these are the ones that come up. These are the specific ones that come up, y'all. Yeah. Alright, we're going to do this. These little ones. I tell ya. More little kid cards. Go to the kids section. Shit. Go to the kids section. And get you some flashcards and go in meditation. Because it is the best thing in the world to do. And they're cheap. You know, if you're going to pay 60 or 80 bucks for a thing of cards, and let's say the kids want to play that game like one of those guessing games or whatever, just go buy cheaper shit. Go to the dollar store. I do it all the time. I told my grandson it was so funny. I'm going to tell you guys this. We're at Dollar General. And I go ahead and get whatever, because we're planning on moving, and I'm giving a shit ton of money out, and then when we move, I'm gonna, you know, buy a bunch of shit. So, I go, just hit him something within budget. So he got this fire truck. It it was real annoying. And it was in there and he was playing with all through the store. Me and Zach are getting some shit. Then we get to that thing and then they had to scan it and he's screaming. So she scanned it and I asked her if I can have a pair of scissors. And I'm teaching him how to talk. And I talk for a long time, all the time. So anyways, he goes, as she's doing that, as she's taking away, he looks at me, he goes, truck. And I looked at him and I was like, I'm so glad you said truck. I'm going to get it open for you. My son bust out laughing. That's what he speaks. That's Zachary for you. Little Zachary. I call him Little Zachary. I knew so much of him when he was that age. It says, the art of war, the product of stern necessity, foxhole. They put you in a foxhole with this art of war shit. They were playing a game. You know, sticking you in the hole to punishing you, putting you in a corner. Laying on lies. These people are now laying on lies, guys. And then we got sexual secrets, betrayal, and possibly an illness. Look at all these. I only got one card like that, and it comes up in this reading. That is telling ya. Then we got perished in the wolf's lair. Prisoners taken. I feel you were this wolf. Just saying. I feel you were the wolf. Don't lie. It's alright. Barbarian hordes regroup from superiority of situation. You framed them. You framed them. Good for you, collective. Y'all frame these ass wipes. That's what you need to do with this kind of energy. This kind of energy that they did not mean it. Dream. They're dreaming. They did mean it. They're telling everybody, it's a dream. I didn't mean it. Yeah. That's why you're running right over them and exposing every lie. That's funny. Then we got economic aspects of war, telephone booth, illness and poverty. Yeah, they're sick and they're in poverty now. Why are you sick and you in poverty if you weren't starting to start a damn war? Get a life. And then we got given time to turn a city to a fortress. Divide in distance, north and south. You were given time to sit there and go, I got some wood. I've got some money. I'm going to save it up. I'm going to get me a nice house. And then you're going to say, you know what, that mother effer, he went and got Uber Eats all the time. I can just eat cheaper and get nicer shit. You made something into a damn fortress, and they're the north and you're the south. I love it. Good to you, collective. Oh my god. That is what happened when the love was abandoned. Maybe it was good love went away. Bad for them, good for you. Alright, let's see what else comes up with the second clarification. This is funny. This is how energy could turn on y'all. Do not mess with the divine. Don't mess with damn karma. If you don't want to be with somebody, just break up with them and accept your consequences and move it along. And don't expect anybody to bail your ass out. That's a side note to somebody. Somebody wants you to bail their ass out. They do. Alright, we got... Alright, we're going to do your peace is more valuable than their presence. We're going to clarify this baby right there. I'm just saying. I'm curious. I am very curious. Alright, now where did this go? Okay. This clarifies situations here. I got 3 cards on this. I don't know, I love them. I mean, shit. I mean, maybe one day if I'm on a bigger streamer, I'll just have these odd looking cards with things written out. And you'll never get in trouble with your stream. Even, it'll just be rules. I mean, I would have the world and it wouldn't even, the star wouldn't have a naked person on it, just things like that. Alright, we got new beginnings with abundance. Maybe 6 could be good numbers for you guys. 6 of spades. Yeah, you got new beginnings. That's why your peace is more valuable than their presence. Why else is your peace more valuable than their presence? Please tell us, why is your peace more valuable than helping this selfish energy out? This is how this person feels. That's it. Alright, where they're at the crossroads. They're on God's path, land of miracles. They're blessed. This is why. I only have one of these. Alright. Thank you, Spirit. Give me one more card on why their peace is, your peace is more valuable than their presence. I mean, that just says it all, that statement. I'm going to name the video that. I am. Seduction. Sex addiction. Drug addiction. Jezebel energy. That is why your peace, you don't want their presence in your peace. I mean, I got all these cards. I only have one of those, and 2 good cards come while you're happy and at peace, and that is why you don't want them at your table to eat. They said that you would never eat at their table, and you would not even let them eat off their own plates anymore. That is funny as shit. That's what I'm hearing in my head. I am hearing that in my head, that you won't even let them eat off their own plates anymore. You are just done. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all, collective. I don't. We're going to clarify with this. With my other ones. With my other homemade cards. Alright, tell us about the new beginnings. Alright, we got closing off past people. Look, they're bringing the snow up. They're closing off all past people. Closing the door. Closing the door. Put it and make it and getting all the snow out and all the shit they left behind. Getting rid of it. Alright, tell us about God's path in the crossroads. Tell us about God's path in the crossroads. Alright, your heart is broken. That's why you went on God's path. Your heart was broken. God's healing your heart. And then this is the funniest one. Tell us about the one that you will never allow in your door again, or eat off your plates, or even look at your food. Tell us about that situation, because that is funny as hell to me. I was so damn tired I wrote my notes. Making new life. You're over here making a new life, and there's someone in the background. See them? You either got a friend, or you got yourself, I don't know, one of these friends that you got a secret admirer or something. There's someone in the background. You got yourself a secret admirer, and maybe they're eating on the plates. I don't know. It's something about plates. Someone's arguing over plates. Okay, I don't know. I just hear it in my head. Honestly, at this point, I don't even care about plates. I would be like, take the damn plates and get your stinky ass out of my house. That's what I would say. Alright. Tell me, I got more of these. Tell me an energy about closing off these doors over here with this zipper. Ooh, this cold energy. We got High Priest energy brings bad karma, Tower. Alright, you're closing up doors and you're bringing towers to all these people involved. That is what you're doing. Tell us about your heart being broken. Tell us about that. Tell us what's going on with your heart being broken, my friend. New love. Your heart's being mended with new love. And you're on God's path here. You got new love. And then this card has someone in the background. You're making a new life. You got new love. I'm so happy. This actually turned into a crazy reading to a good reading. Alright, tell us about this new life. Tell us about the new life that God put you on. That God put you on. Alright, we got... There's no upside down. Karma brings money to the empath. Spiritually awakened. I can't even make this. There's only one of these cards in this whole deck. I'm just flipping real quick and grab it. Alright, so karma's bringing you money because you're a awakened, spiritually awakened empath that broke the mirror to the narcissist. So now you're getting money in abundance. Point blank period, y'all. Congratulations. Oh my god, this one, I'm looking at the end of the deck, God. There we go. Dark magic is blocked by God. That's a side message for you, whoever this is. If you were worried about being cursed or whatever, this is God here, coming down as they're creeping down, trying to get to you and blocking all of this. It was at the end of my deck. I was guided to show you that God is protecting you against all of their spiritual attacks. And if you thought they were putting shade or some dark magic or trying to ruin your life, they were. But God is protecting you, protecting your new life, protecting your new love interest, protecting everything. But you literally have new love. Whether it be family or friends. It could be family or friends, love. It does not have to be sexual. I mean, sometimes I pick up that y'all think everything has to be sexual. Y'all sexual people in this content here that follow me, but no, this does not have to be sexual energy, guys. Alright, it was an intentional plan, okay, with this, your peace. They were doing this intentionally to disrupt your peace. You were not imagining things. They were playing narcissist games with you. And love is in the air. Love is in the air everywhere in this reading, collective. I don't know what's going on. You're getting gifted with all this different love. It's the love boat around here. You have a person that was aggressive. Maybe, and they weren't appreciating you, and this is why I think all this new love's coming in. And then you got an unexpected pregnancy brings ending to love, betrayal. Yeah. Your person now, this is a side note, these are messages for you. They're bringing news of a pregnancy, and the dates aren't adding up. So, now they really want to come in. Because that child may not be theirs. Collective. That's for somebody, not everybody. And then we got nourishment is brought to spirit. Okay. Is this two? I feel this is two cards, guys. Hang on. No, it's not. Alright. Your spirit is being replenished. And God's making you very healthy. You might even be looking younger. You know what I mean? Like, better than when you were with them. Take it as a resignate. Maybe you look, I'm not saying you look like shit, but you might have not looked as good as you look now. If you know what I mean. And then take this as a beautiful lesson. Take it as a beautiful lesson. Be a flamingo. Step out of the water. Take it as a beautiful lesson. Let them deal with their pregnancy over there. and go through pregnancy drama for a baby that's not theirs. Just let them. Let them, let go, and let God. I mean, that's their tower. Immature behavior brings endings and life cycles. Their immature behavior brought their own demise in this. So keep your peace going. I find it funny as hell. Don't let them eat at your damn table. And don't give them none of your plates. Hell, don't even give them a cup if you don't want to. I mean, no one's saying you gotta give them a cup. And then you got forces align, war energy begins. Yeah, they're gonna try to do some shit. They might try to say you owe me money or some stupid shit. They're getting desperate. Desperate people do desperate shit. And we all know when desperate people get together, they're never wrong. They are never wrong, collective. Oh, they're never wrong. Keep your peace. If you don't feed into their war efforts, it will go nowhere. That is generally the way war goes. It is. Alright, I'm just putting these here. I got specific ones for my specific things, because these are from like my karma cards here. I'll put these here. Just to find out kind of where karma's leading them when they get it, if they haven't already got it. This is the karma they would be getting for that situation. Because it's more organized when you have your stream out, when you have your reading like this. And we got a lot. There's an hour. Left you in your darkest hour and ghosted you. Yeah. They left you in your darkest hour and ghosted you. So, let's get this potty going. We're going with this one to clarify what exactly happened in your darkest hour. In your darkest hour. The monsters come out to play. Alright. Alright, we got lies, deception, truth, and clarity. Okay, there's lies to clarity in your darkest hour, and then you see deception and all the truth in the deception. That's what happened in your darkest hour. What else happened in this darkest hour? Please tell us. Alright, we got good deed, protects. There's a good deed, protects, in love, and you got God's path. You went God's path. You did a good deed in this energy. Oh, alright. Maybe this is why you got all this new love on the table. You got the love boat going on in here. And you got a weak prince. They follow others. It's not even a king energy. They were moving like a prince. They started out as a king and they went to a prince by this point. You guys must have been in separation for a while. This has to be going on close to a year or 2 years to lose energy status like that. Yeah. Okay, we got 1, 2, and then we got 3, 4, 5 more to go. Alright, let's see what was done onto you that karma would have picked up on, guys. Let's see what was done onto you. Alright, tell us about lies. Tell us about that. Alright, we got spiritual prison. Okay, they're going to spiritual prison for this lies. Okay. They did something against universal law. That's very evident right here. Alright, tell us about the good deed. Tell us about the good deed, Spirit. I'm just shuffling this on my karma cards. We got Half-truths are revealed from your good deed. Alright. And that's why they're going to spiritual prison, because they didn't tell the whole truth. Alright, tell us, what's the energy on this immature prince over here? We're just going to call him immature, because he is. He or she. Support was not given. That's why they're coming up like that. Support was not given at that time. Okay. Support was not given. That's clear as day, guys. Alright. Clarify with these. Alright, let's clarify with these. Alright, what's going on with the spiritual prison, guys? Tell us what's going on with spiritual prison. Recovering from evil eye plots. You know, all this war energy and negativity, you're recovering from it. That's why they went to spiritual prison. Tell us about half-truths. Tell us about half-truths. Ancestors, tell us. I'm going to give another shuffle so they can get the right card. Tell us about half-truths, guys. Tell us about half-truths, my ancestors. Alright. Okay, stable, home? Maybe they were saying the half-truths were, had a stable home, and they left you unstable, and they kept telling everybody they left you very stable. That was the half-truth? That's shitty. Alright, what support was not given? Let's find that out. Support was not given somewhere, guys. They were striking out on you. They didn't care. They just left you and told everybody you were stable. And you might have really needed them at this hour. You might have been low in food and maybe losing weight and all kinds of shit. Because you were going this... I feel your energy was going through a lot. It really was. And this person just didn't give a damn if you lived or died. This is what I'm getting, y'all. Let's go with the little cards. But they're in spiritual prison now. And they got this tower because they said you were stable at the time and you weren't. They left you in instability. So, the universe came to help you out. You chose God's path. You still kept positive. So, you're getting rewarded. So, I mean, shit, you got new love all across the board here. Alright, we got setting out intention. They were setting out intentions on you. That is what they were doing, guys. They were setting out intentions on you. Let me grab another one. This was a person with arrogance. They had arrogance going on here. They were working an ego. They didn't give a damn. Obviously, they said you were stable. Alright, you were cleaning up. You're cleaning up your life now from this whole situation. So I'd be scrubbing everything. I'd be scrubbing I'd be scrubbing my soul, putting salt in my bath at this point. And life is a series of games to ex-lover. They thought all your hardships were games. They thought it was funny when you suffered and you were unstable and everyone said you were stable. They were hoping you didn't eat. They were hoping all of this. Because that's why they only said half-truths. Because they wanted to say you were stable so they can know that you were suffering. And here they were reaching for obstacles. They wanted you... They were giving you obstacles. They were trying to make sure you didn't have money, you didn't have any support, and they were happy watching you suffer. Then you have trianglement beginning, deception, 3. There's 3 people. They wanted you to be in a triangular relationship. They wanted you to be the other woman. They wanted to maybe take your money, have sex with you once in a while, and go to the other one. Pretending not to see intentions. Alright, they just literally told everybody, I don't see what I'm doing. Now what I'm doing is good. What are you talking about? They're the ostrich. That's why they're in spiritual prison. Last one from the deck. Under web of betrayal, unified. There's a whole web of betrayal that's unified with other people. I want to say this third party too is involved. This third party has to be involved because they're sleeping with their ass, so how could they not? Just saying. So, let's put this one over here. Let's put over here. And take my cute little cards. I think these cards are very informative, y'all. I like them. I do. I always sit in there think about getting on my fancy cards, and then these cards just look better to me every single time. I don't know why. Probably because I get such good clarification with them. I do. I get very good clarification with these cards. And they're two-sided. They got stuff on each side. I don't have to worry about... I don't got to worry about having, if it comes up sideways, the energy, how I'm reading it. It just comes out real easy for me. Alright, they chose another lover over you. We'll clarify this one. Clarify the other lover. The secret lover. That's who we are. Alright. Maybe they should play that secret lover song. Alright. I'm just being silly, y'all. It's nice to have an actual stream where I'm not... Oh, shoot. Put that there. I'm not telling my grandson to be quiet every 5 seconds. Alright. Now we have groups of opposition. There's groups of opposition. And this is over choosing another lover. So, there was some people that liked you, collective. There was some people that liked you. I don't know how many, but there was people that liked you. Karma brings financial abundance and sexual freedom, receiving blessings. So, it sets you free to find someone else and gave you abundance. Okay. I mean, I guess the karmic took your instability. And when they did that, the universe said, nope, we're balancing this out. Y'all are getting that. Then you got created new destiny. See, they're not all negative. It just depends on what energy it's reading. Alright. Yeah, you created a new destiny, and they chose someone else, and the divine said, fine. You guys can have what you're going to give to this person, and you can have your new love. Have a good day. That's what happened. That is what happened. Alright, let's get this out. The other deck. Tell us about groups of opposition. That's what I want to know about. Damn groups of opposition. These people are doing the most up over this energy. They really are. Alright. I'm just going to grab one. We got watching you shine. They're looking on their television screen, or hopefully they're not at your house creeping you out. Maybe for some of you they are. They're looking at the street going, did they close the curtains? Did they close the curtains? They might be. But they're probably just looking at you, looking at your social media, y'all. I mean, you could go to jail for these kind of offenses. Alright, tell us about this karma that's bringing abundance, because this is funny as hell over here. Whatever they did, it has to be big to have karma bringing damn abundance to you. It really, really is. Empress, divine energy. Okay. Okay, they betrayed an empress. That wanted to come out. Alright, tell us more. What did they do against the Empress? What did they do against the Empress? Tell us. The grass was not green. Okay. Alright, Spirit, the grass was not greener. What else is going on besides the grass not being greener and being regrets with the collective over here? Tell us more. Celebration with God. Oh my God. I get the Empress on all these coming, and I'm shuffling and asking y'all. Alright, tell us more. You're dancing with God, okay? All I'm seeing is you dancing with God, and they're looking at their computer screen, or maybe walking by your house and seeing you watching TV with your family or some shit. And you're not. And like I said, I keep seeing somebody screaming over plates, and you're not eating on any of the plates, so they're afraid to go near those plates, y'all. All right, we got divine connection lost. Okay, it was a betrayal of the grass. No, that's the end of that message. That is funny. You're celebrating with God. I love it, y'all. I love that for you. It must be one hell of a plate set, because, you know, I don't even give a damn on none of my plates. My son made this amazing stir fry, and he went to go give his baby's mama some food, and he goes, "Where's your Tupperware, Bob?" I was like, "I don't know, just put it in a bowl with some tinfoil and tell her to keep the damn bowl." I don't even care. I don't even want this shit. I'm just getting rid of it all. I mean, if I got to, I'll just go get more. I think it's funny. These must be good plates. That's all I know. Alright. Moving to calmer place for peace. Okay. This is what you're doing. You're moving. You're celebrating with God. You're at the disco in heaven, and you're getting in your car and moving is what you're doing. I love it. I love it. It is funny as hell. I bet this guy is really... Wishes granted. I had all these negative cards coming. Whatever wish you wanted is being granted. And you're dancing with God, okay? That's all I'm telling. That's right there. They were an alligator striking out on you. Yeah. That is funny, collective. Funny. Alright, these two wanted to come out. There was envy plots, and now you're protecting family values. Okay. Hey, I guess if you're dancing with God, who wouldn't be envious of that, y'all? I want to dance with God with you too over here. I mean, who has a whole celebration dancing with God? I mean, I'm happy for you. I am. But I dance with God every day. I do. I love God. I love Source. I do. I love Source. I love Source to death. Source is the one that helps to give me my ideas for all my cards. Told me to start making my own damn cards. Alright, we got harmful words and harmful actions. This is why God came for you and your faith. Circle of trust. You have a circle of trust now. You can trust people. Wherever you're moving, keep it silent. Keep it moving, keep it silent. Don't give out information. Be careful who you give your information to. Unity brings victory. So, you're going to unify with some people. And it says family, protecting your family. So, stay with your family. Protect your family. You're doing well over there dancing with God. So, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep whatever you're doing moving over and moving on. Welcomed with flowers, kisses, and flowers. Deception walks in the room. This person, literally, maybe they walked into the room of your house, and that's why you guys are fighting over plates. I don't know. But they were welcomed into the house with flowers and kisses, and maybe chocolate too. I don't know. Whoever the grass was not greener with, okay? So that's clarification. They were in the house. they were in your house and they did receive gifts. So if they need those plates, don't give them their damn plates. All right, you're going to be getting messages about something important. I don't know. But you're dancing with God, so they can't be bad messages. And then we got, they fell out of love for you. Okay, they fell out of love for you. That is why they went with the other person. I'm sorry. They just fell out of love for you. Alright. But your foundation is strong. Your foundation is strong, guys. And you're dancing with God, so. And we're going to do the last one. And they're covering up evidence. Maybe. Isn't it. I'm picturing a courthouse. I'm channeling a courthouse right now, guys. And if there was proof of another party and cheating, you get alimony or something. I feel I'm channeling something where there is proof of cheating and you get money because of it. That is what I'm getting. I am getting that, guys. I am. So, alright. Let me put these away and I'm going to clarify another one. Yeah, whatever court case you got going on here. I just thought it was funny. I just seen you in some kind of litigation room. Looking kind of fancy, talking crazy with a lawyer around you and yelling about plates. I just found that funny, that's all. That's what they get for bringing another man or woman in your house. I mean, come on now. They can at least go to a hotel. I mean, shit. If you're gonna go be that deceiving, why not get a whole hotel? I mean, don't be cheap. Because it's done. It's a done deal. Alright, this person, yeah. Okay, we got two more. Tested your limits to the point of no return. Alright, let's put that, yeah. Alright, I'm going to use these little cards. I don't know why I didn't use them before. Alright, let's get an energy read on this, and then we'll do the, what the consequences of karma are for these actions, too. Alright. Alright, tell us about testing limits. Alright. Alright, we got money returned. Alright, they did return some money. Because they must have took some money. So it was returned. Lover lies and has sex with Sneaky Link. Okay. I've just been talking this whole time. And it came up. Thank you, Spirit. Money lost from evil eye energy. They were preying on your downfall. Maybe just saying, if I don't pay this on time, since technically we're still married, it's going to put them in debt. Just little shit like that. I'm not saying they're going to a whole practitioner. I'm saying it's little shit like that. Alright, now we're going to go to the Karma deck. I like to call this my Karma deck. What karma happens for money return? What happened with that? Tell us about money returned. Alright, tell us about money returned. Hearts healed by self, cause tower. Alright, tower energy came. You got God involved. You called bullshit on this and you started praying to the Most High. So, God created a tower and put so much shit in their way they had to return whatever money was taken. You're dancing with God. Alright, now lovers. What do we got here? A lover lies. And with the Sneaky Link, you're in star energy. You went to star energy with the sneaky link. So you got elevated to there. Tell us about this money loss from your evil eye. Because your ass is dancing with God, so. New plan. You got a new plan. Okay, I gotta find out about this new plan because your ass is a star dancing with God here. If you're dancing with God, what is this plan? What is God's plan for you? I gotta know. Letting go brings karma. Heartbreak sent to God. I just literally started talking about it. I got one card in this deck. This is too funny. This is why this person is getting effed over. Because you're dancing with God over here, crying and dancing with God, and they're getting pulled through. I see them with lawyers with their head like this going, what? Why? And you're yelling about plates. And you're telling them that they're a nasty SOB. And to get out of your presence. And God doesn't want you. That is what you're saying. I'm funny. This is funny. I'm channeling this from someone. And I think it is hilarious. The player got played. And he lost his damn money. And he lost his money. Okay. You got heart is healed over here. Okay, with this heart here, where the tower came, God came and ran through this SOB, burnt down his intentions, and healed your heart. That's why you dancing with God. You dancing with him. Oh my God. I just find this hilarious. Tell me about the star energy. Soulmate betrays union. So you are elevated to the star energy because they betrayed the union. And God is giving you, making you a damn superstar so you could do whatever you want to do. Because God knows it. God loves you. That's why he's at the disco dancing there. I love that card. God dancing with God. Celebrate with God, and the cats just dancing. Okay. We got here. Got two. Okay, and your family? There's a boy. We got a boy. He got a little boy or something. I don't know. There's a boy involved in this. The devil is fueling with envy energy. You got the devil fuel. I would be envious of you too. I want to join the dance party with God. I'm gonna ask God if I can go in the astrals and join your disco party. I just want to know if what kind of drinks and food's gonna be at your disco party. I'm gonna ask him today. He's gonna probably think I'm crazy. Graveyard magic was done on you. And then, because this one person went to a practitioner, and they try to bring death on the person that's having a whole damn dance party with God. That is some funny shit. I mean, that's just God just doing this. They literally afflict it back to them. They literally got it flicked back to them, guys. It got flicked back, like, whatever. You really gonna do that? Alright, and then here we go. They were being sneaky. They were being sneaky. I feel they paid somebody, y'all. I feel they paid somebody for that. I don't even think they were smart enough to be able to do that shit on their own. That's all I'm feeling about that one. The baby is the other lover's child. Check DNA. Oh my God, they got someone else pregnant. The person they brought in that you're fighting over place with got pregnant. It's not even their baby. And they're going to lose everything because you dancing with God and took all their damn money, and now they can take care of another man's child or whatever. This is what I'm getting. Scorched earth. We are resolved to destroy. Their everything is destroyed. They're sitting on scorched earth, and you are sitting there yelling, telling them that they're getting one plate. They got eat on the floor, I guess, with all the dirt, and you're ascending above. Maybe 1212 can be a syncrasy. You're ascending. Oh my God, you're you digging up secrets. That's why they're losing all their money in court. This is some. Don't mess with people. You don't know what their faith is. You don't know what they think, but your ancestors are kicking people's ass. You got some dark ancestors. You might be dancing at a disco with God, but your ancestors are some dark blood. And because of you, they have ascended. Yes, they have. And they ain't letting nobody touch their baby boo. Nobody's touching their baby boo. Alright, I think this is all these. Okay, this is over here. Alright, that is over here. I put these, which way did I put this? Okay, this is the right way. Okay, this goes here with my karma cards. This is how I do all this, because every action there's a reaction. Alright, we still got one more to go in this story. They walked out and ghosted you. I clarify each one, y'all. This is the last one. That's why this reading is going to set almost going to be 2 hours by the time we done. It's alright. Sometimes you gotta have long readings in this business. I'm learning. I'm trying to get better at my craft, y'all. Get better at my craft. Or tell us about the ghosting, please. Give us the central energy on these new cards here. Jealousy. And the Tower comes. So jealousy is part of this, and money is stolen. And the devil is in there, so it's jealousy. Here's the devil card. I have many devil cards, guys. But this is about money that was stolen, and there was money stolen before. And a tower comes, because they take money, and it's a form of black magic to hold that over someone's head and create confusion. It is a form of black magic. I don't think they were seeing a dark practitioner at that time. This was just when you were yelling about plates. Okay. And then we got manifestation to lost wishes, energy taken, stolen aura, and false contract. Alright, so you got here, they were manifesting for you to meet a false person, and they were trying to cloak your aura and take away your blessings and drain you and take away your wishes of happiness. I mean, if they did it consciously or subconsciously, some people do it and they don't really realize they're doing it. They could be doing it unaware, I guess I'm saying. They could have been unaware of what they were doing, because you come on like a heart attack on her, they're telling me. Alright, and then we have dark magic. Mirror magic is used to bring dark attachment. The devil. Maybe they were going in the mirror asking dark entities to hurt you or some stuff like that. But that is not a good thing to do, y'all. Alright, we got clarification with that. Alright. Then we're going to go with the karma deck here. Find out what goes on with this here. Alright, tell us about the money stolen. There must have been a lot of money. Or just, I'm hearing there was small amounts that you didn't notice. Okay, lies spread on betrayal. Okay, the jealousy was the lies that were spread on betrayal. I'm picking up small amounts of money that you wouldn't notice. Maybe they were given this other person, so you wouldn't notice. I feel it was going on for a while. Alright, Dark Magic comes out again. And this is, what is the heck's this one? Oh, for Lost Wishes. We got Dark Magic causes return to sender boomerang effect because you're dancing with God. So whatever they sent you got sent back. God went bang and sent them right up the spider web back. And whatever they manifested, they didn't lose their wishes. They got them. Whatever they wished upon you went to them. That's why their downfall is so painful, God. Source is telling me. Now they got money envy because of this other dark magic. So they wanted to give you attachment and they wanted to make you feel like shit and go back with them, and they want to take advantage of you. Now that you get money, now they're envious of your money. Or money you're going to be getting. Or this, they got no damn stability. They got a pregnant Jezebel here. I mean, probably $100 seems like a lot of money to them. I mean, let's get real. You got a pregnant Jezebel, and babies are expensive, so. And it might not even be their damn baby, so they gotta, maybe they have to pay for a DNA test. Hopefully they don't. But they got a lot going on. There is a lot. Alright, let's pick another one here with this lie spread. We got leaving situation behind, moving to higher vibration. God put you on a damn jet and got you out of there. And moved you to a higher vibration, and healed has come up I don't know how many times. You're dancing with God and everything else. Lifting you up over a situation. I mean, you are good. And maybe you got a son because that boy card came on the last one. So maybe you guys got a son, or there's a family member like a nephew or something. There's a boy, okay? It came up. Alright, this person is spying on you. They're looking like a toad going around spying on you. People think they're weird, I hear. That's what's in my head. People think they're weird spying on you. I'm just in this channel. Alright, and right here, this money envy. Heart is used for negative intentions. Alright, let's get clarification on that. They're envious. Maybe they want their money back and they feel they can love bomb you or some shit. I don't know. We got emotional manipulation was used for getting you back. Alright. Maybe you forgave them. And then this was the last straw and they never stopped seeing this person. Alright, tell me more. We got lessons learned from love betrayal. That could have been far in the past too, guys. They could have done that years ago and then all of a sudden it resurfaced. For some people. For other people it could be recent, okay? But just assure you're having a disco with God. You're having a whole sideshow with God. Maybe you're dancing like it's 1999, like they used to say in my day. We never thought we did. We thought by the time 1999 came, and I'm 52, that the world be over. The world's not over. All right, tell us some more messages here. These two just kind of came out. Information is being gathered, okay? Information's being gathered for you. You're living for today. On that. You're living for today. We're not living for tomorrow. Who cares about this Jezebel? Who cares? And they are the devil seed. They're coming up as a devil seed. So let them. Let them. And we got small seeds bring abundance. All the seeds, the small seeds you've been planting around and all that, maybe your little projects are going to bring abundance. Maybe you got a good hobby going on. Successful outcomes to produce strategic outcomes. You're strategically trying to make more money is what I'm picking up, okay? And you're seeing small amount of things coming out. Devil in the House of Commons, appeal for help. Yeah, Devil's in the House of Commons. They're trying to appeal for help right now. Tell them to call 911. Alright. They did not care both ways. They would have synced you. Now that they're being sunk, they're they're in the House of Commons or the courthouse asking for help, but they would have synced you in 2 seconds. And it says, the enemy is broken and will never be in a position to rise again. He spoke too soon. Yeah, the supermarket is done. That is it. That's a done deal for him. Alright, we're going to do now some dice. Alright, we're going to do final outcome with the dice. We're going to roll with the dice. This is what I love about this thing. It's going to go that way so I can do my dice. And I'm going to find out the final outcome. What's the final outcome? I feel like this is swords, so this is a very heavy swords energy. This is not a pentacle situation. This is swords. Alright, we got 3 of swords to the 6 of swords. Alright, that's your final outcome. And I'm going to read the entire thing because sometimes I feel like these just sound better. And you get all of the details from the 3 of swords to the 6 of swords. Okay. I know that 3 of swords is heartbreak. I do know that. But you want to know the full sometimes. So it says 3 of swords is heartbreak card. I already said that. It symbolizes sorrow, grief, betrayal, and painful clarity. It represents the painful intersection of the mind and heart, urging you to fully process your emotions rather than intellectualizing them. Okay, so if this is not the person dancing with God, then that's what you need to do. Alright, now 6 of swords is, it means transition and moving on. You're moving on to calmer waters. It's on there. But I want to get in the whole thing here. In traditional decks, it depicts a hooded figure, a child being rowed in a boat from a turbulent waters. And we did see a boy in this reading. We seen a boy, a little boy. Okay. Alright, and from a turbulent waters towards a calm storm. It represents leaving behind baggage and entering a period of healing and mental clarity. So, in this energy, the end result is heartbreak to mental clarity for both parties. And I gotta be elective. I got to think of both sides, just not one. So both sides have had heartache and both sides are going to have clarity. And that is what the situation is calling for, guys. I hope this helped. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope this helped you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. I don't know, I'm going to need me a long break after almost a 2-hour video, and I'll see you guys later. And if you like it, subscribe, and be part of my soul tribe.